Hello, Robbie Wong here. Gonna play some historic best of 3 to get into Mythic with 46 hours left. So, you know, better late than never. Get really attached to an idea, difficult to let go, etc., etc. Shakib. Let's try it. We need some more spells with Young Pyromancers, but we have both colors. We have Stitcher Supplier. Seeing another Kroxa would make me happy. Okay, alright. There's the Kroxa. So then, what is... The return of the mono blue. It didn't go so well last time, so let's make it happen, Captain. Okay, so I think let's play this land at work as a land. I'm gonna do it tapped, and then we're going to attack and see if they want to chump with the different flash-in Spectral Sailor. And when they don't, let's go ahead and claim Kroxa. Ooh. No, we can Village Rites. So let's claim Kroxa. If they want to waste a counterspell on this, that's fine. If they don't, they still get a card knocked out of their hands. Is that supposed to be someone specific in the picture? It's just like generic citizen, right? Alright. Rhineborn Cutthroat. So that makes me feel like they have a Lofty Denial in hand, and they just don't want to lose it, right? Okay. Gross. They are off to the races. Let's try Kroxa and then Village Rites. See if this resolves. Oh, perfect. Okay, so that goes away, and then we're gonna harvest this spark hardcore. Okay. We're sacrificing this. Let's go ahead and get our point of damage in. And we want to sacrifice this creature. Target creature. Sacrifice this one. Ooh, Archfiend's Vessel makes me regret the fame a little bit, but, you know. It is what it is. We can still get it back with Lurrus. So, best possible is like Mountain, right? Let's go wide. Pay 1. Yeah. Got another one? Yeah! 2 for 1. I like to think of that as a 2 mana or 3 mana discard 2. Alright, that's not the red land, which is the second time we've been in this exact position before. Let's see if this Young Pyromancer resolves. It does. There's some attraction in my head to Village Rites this to dig for the red land, but we're not there yet. Red land, great. All right, here we go, Kroxa. All right, so we want to bail on lands. We don't have Dreadhorde Arcanist, so these spells are a little bit more difficult to go. They're empty-handed. One more. How about this Young Pyromancer, since we already have 2? Goodbye card. Oh, the Curious Obsession. Okay, you want to trade your Pteramander for this Young Pyromancer? Probably not, right? Yeah. Thought so. I mean, they've got plenty of junk in the bin. Yeah, so they can make this big. Yep. Why don't we? So we're gonna take. So we could go Young. All right, never mind. Easy game. Let's go ahead and get maximum. Bedevil this. Gosh, mono blue is fun to play against when there's no cards in hand. Woo! Got there. Okay, so they're a tempo deck. I kind of like clearing the way from their lofty denials that way. And just all of the murders. I know Spark Harvest pulled its weight there, but I feel like it's not going to be there. Claim the Firstborn is weaker because you have to count on a second spell resolving in this deck. Or having active Priest hang around. Abrade can tag Graveyard, Artifact Graveyard removal. And then Bedevil's pretty expensive. I think I like the idea of Witch's Vengeance as non-targeted removal. This works around Siren Storm Tamer. Maybe not the full trade out, but let's try one. Come on, Shakib. We're on a clock, and you can help us out a bunch. Oh, this is a land. That's a land. That's a Grafdigger's Cage. Alright, so we're going to go Castle, so we can Duress, and then we have to wait for... I think we have like 5. Ooh. Do we get to... Okay, so... Censor costs 2. So they could still Spell Pierce this, but if we get to tag the Curious Obsession out of their hands, I'm going to be happy clam. Or they, yeah, you want to sack the Siren Storm Tamer to counter that. That sounds good too. All right, the tempo deck. All right, Shatter Skull, you are definitely a land. Man, if we can get one of these Dreadhorde Arcanist to stick, and just punch him with the Duress one more time. No dork. Ah, there's another one. Oh wait, we can't. Grafdigger's Cage is here. Okay, black mana for Pirate. Yeah, this is just a 1/3 at the moment. No Curious, no Curious, no Curious. Black Source on top would be amazing. Alright, well that's at least the weaker of the Curious. But there's 2 of them, so sad face. Alright, we get got by Spell Pierce. Untap Black Source. Untap Black Source. Rats. Lofty Denial's back on the menu. That's back off the menu. Woohoo! Just Pirate. That's a good feeling right there. Like a really good shower. You may not... Yeah, right. Just bringing up the menu as if it's possible. And then getting my hopes up. And then Grafdigger's Cage just crushes it. Alright. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. But let's start by attacking for 1. Yeah. And I can't even claim this. That shut down a bunch of my hand. Let's get another mountain. So if we get a Kroxa and we shoot the Grafdigger's Cage, we can escape it. Yeah, this is not so good as a bring back, but the life gain on it could be relevant. Do I want to Village Rites this to draw cards? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they'll try and Brazen Borrow it. Brazen Borrow it. Ooh. Oh, this is... Rats. It's just a spell. Well, now... Fairy Rogue, Salamander Drake. Alright, we'll let them do their thing, and then... I think I need to dig pretty aggressively for an answer here. 4 damage a turn is a lot. So let's dig. This Dreadhorde Arcanist is not doing us much good. Alright. So, we hit lots of answers. Let's start... Actually, do I want to do... I think I want to try... This might be wrong. Let's find out. Well, that resolved pretty quick. With that gone, I could claim back Dreadhorde, and then we can start to do some fame nonsense. Let's just shoot this now. While their shield's down. No Curious Obsession. No Curious Obsession. No Curious Obsession. Rats! Well, there was my window, and I wasted it, so that's good. Oh man, maybe we should have. All right, well, cards on table, right? Not offering the trade. All right, I'm gonna dig for an answer here. All the mana. Okie dokie. Hey man, welcome to the stream. Lurrus. All these juicy targets Lurrus does not get back. Oh man. Kill spells going in the graveyard. It's painful. How's it going, Pots? I can almost buff this. Ah. Cannot. There's a part of me that wants to empty my hand so that way I can. So I don't have to take 4 to draw from this. Yeah, man, Magic's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I've played it for years, and it's free. Well. It's free. Alright, let's find out what's going on over there. If they buff this to a 3/2, that dies. Do you have a... No, just let it through. Alright, I think I'm going to bail on at least one of these. Like, I know this isn't coming back, but... Let's bail on 2 of these. Can draw a card for 3 life. Well, I think that just depends on how well you learn games. And how interested you are in the subject matter. What do you mean by classes? Like, there's a ladder system, so that way when you start, you get paired with people of like skill level. Yeah, I mean, this is... They have a pretty good tutorial. Oh, they're going to start drawing cards with this. There's a pretty good tutorial and, like, play system once you start Arena. There's a lot of different rules and stuff like that, but, you know, there's pretty animations. Ugh, God. Slowly bleeding to death. And they don't have a Curious Obsession, but this can draw cards. Do a good impression. This Grafdigger's Cage, really putting in work. So 1, 2... Oh no, we're just dead next turn, aren't we? Alright, well let's just find out how far away we were. Alright, wasn't gonna happen. Game 3. So there's lands which pay the bills. There's sorceries that you can only cast on your turns. There's instants that you cast at any point, and those are single shot. You've got creatures that stick around and punch face. You have artifacts. I don't have any artifacts in here that are generally colorless, so any deck can sort of play them. There's planeswalkers, which I don't have here, but they stick around and there's red. There's 5 colors, so white, black, red, green, blue. They each have kind of a different feel. I like the way that we boarded. Let's just run it back. I guess there's something to be said about putting all of the Witch's Vengeances in, since we saw 2 cage. You're missing yellow and purple, but yeah, for the most part. Ooh, I like this hand. Oh, I like this job. Yeah, it's possible to make 5 color decks, 4 color decks, 3 color decks, 2 color decks, 1 color deck. There's a bunch of different formats. If you get into the paper part of this, it's a pretty deep rabbit hole of different variations you can play. It's like the short phrasing is Wooburg, so white, blue, red, white, blue, red, red, green. Ooh. They kept like all disruption. This one pays 1 unless you control pirate. This one pays 1 because so there are more flying than pirates. I'm going to take Lofty Denial. White, blue, red, black, green. Look, I can name my colors. Oh wait, these are both pirates. Okay, great. We can make that stick. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, and each color has its own sort of characteristic. So, like, blues has counter spells and bouncing your creatures and a lot of draw power. And each color has their shtick like that. If I Stitcher Supplier, they could be... No, you know what? I'm going to save that for later. I'm going to try and claim this back. Knock another card out of their hand. Alright, so... Here's the deal with the Arena's economy. You can dump any amount of money you want to. I've spent $100 so far, and I've accrued a lot of the playables, most of the playables. Oh, that's fantastic. To the point... Okay, well, yeah, that's not going to happen. Another Fame. Alright, play this out and don't draw disruption. So no part of Arena's resources are hidden by anything. Like, you can get gold every day, and then gold just by winning, and you don't have to put gold in to go chase more gold. And then Once you have gold, then you can use it to chase gems. And now there you have to gamble gold for gems, but you know, that's kind of whatever. Oh, this essence capture. There's less MGR. What is MG? Oh, then Hearthstone? Yeah, what is MG? I don't know what MG is. I could bump this up to a 5-1. Huh. If I do this, they essence capture. RNG. Still don't know what that is. Is that an abbreviation for something? Okay, they're sitting on 2 lands. I'm sitting on... Okay, double the clock. You want to counter this? It's not want to counter this. Randomness? The randomness is in different places. So... Okay, so they're not playing this because they have a Lofty Denial. So, like, your randomness comes in, like, your 60-card deck is shuffled, and then, like, the 7 you get is, you know, could be anything. So if I play this, then they're forced to play this out if they want to keep a clock. The short is 8, and then long is like 30 minutes. Like, you have a timer here, and like it starts at 30 minutes. So they don't go past 30 minutes, but let's see if there's a Spectral Sailor first. Probably isn't. We're at least winning the race. Okay, I should use my mana. Let's get back. You want to counter this? If you counter this, I get Kroxa. Yeah, so 60 cards. There's some formats that are 100 card variations. Some formats are only 40 cards. Like if you just build decks out of... that's a pirate. That's a pirate. Tap out for something dumb. Now we're getting to a point where we can play Kroxa twice, so getting it countered is not a huge deal. Let's find out. Dang it, they can't Brazen Borrowers either. Yeah, so like 8 to 30 minutes unless someone just concedes right off the bat. So there is... So now they're swinging in for 4. Oh, they drew the Curious Obsession. Save 3 life. Yeah, you get like 5 starting decks, and every time they release a set, you get like 3 free packs. And then like when you play rats, okay, so
hey, Robbie.
hello. All right, so if I play Lurrus and they counter it, I am joined by my co-host.
This is Winston Wong.
Can I kill them? 2, 4, 6, 8. They'd be at 2. So if I cast Lurrus, they can only counter one thing. So if I cast Lurrus and they counter it, then that's kind of whatever, because then I get to stick to Witch's Vengeance and then clean house. I wish I had one more land, but I don't. You want to counter Yay! Alright, GG. and this Cutthroat's at a 4-3. Is this a concession Witch's Vengeance? Pirate. Oh, best feeling in the world. Public school teacher versus private. Private's like for profit, doesn't have to listen to the government's restrictions, and then public school is like, you know, the opposite. Well, we got Grafdigger's Cage, but I don't think it really matters. Let's see if they have a flash door. Yeah, they're gonna trade for Pyromancer here. Fine by me. So this is a black-red. It utilizes the graveyard. So these cards that end up being discarded or die, like they can come back various means.
Well, normally when there's no Grafdigger's Cage.
Yeah, this shuts down most of our deck actually. Man, I have never been so happy. And we don't actually have a whole lot of fire. But yeah, I mean, red traditionally is like direct damage and... Well, Winston, looks like we redeemed ourselves.
Was this the boss fight, or is this
No,
the prelude?
this is the pre-boss fight.
Pre-boss fight.
And
you're not actually sharing your game over Discord.
oh,
so.
right, okay. All right, well, I'm Robbie Wong, and
This is Winston Wong. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. We're going to go for our boss fight here to get to the mythic floor. Got a couple days left. A couple days left in the season.